Welcome back, racers, to another video on Gran Turismo Sport. Today we have two races for you from a race A couple of weeks ago. So front wheel drive Group 4 cars, so the TT, the Scirocco, the RCZ and the Megane to choose from. And we are at Autopolis, which is one of my least favourite tracks in the whole game. This race we are going with the RCZ, the Peugeot. And today all that I want to do is to stay clean. There's been a lot of allegations, shade and all of that kind of stuff thrown at me over the last couple of videos saying that I am a dirty driver. But here it is, I'm here to show you that I can race clean. And I am going to try my best to stay out of the grips of these absolute madmen in the Asian servers, which I have to say, out of all of the servers I have driven in over the last couple of weeks, this is the worst server. The Asia and Oceania server is just terrible. And yes, I know I haven't raced with the fastest people in this region yet, but still I have raced with the lower lobbies in the other regions. You need to sort yourselves out, Asia and Oceania, because the driving is very, very poor. But anyway, let's focus on the race and focus on being clean. We had a good first couple of corners there and we are up to 6th position, the only person who is repping the Australian flag. Shout out Charlie Roscoe as we go a little bit deep there into the hairpin left-hand corner and we go about chasing down TA04RK, or Arkai, who just got himself a half-second penalty as well, making sure we brake so we don't make any contact as well. As he came across onto the racing line, we just have to stick with him. I think we have the pace over him, even though we're not as fast as I would like to be in these front-wheel drive cars. We do have a little bit of pressure from the Japanese driver behind us as well, so we do need to stay vigilant and aware of his whereabouts so he doesn't make a sneaky move up the inside somewhere. But as first laps go, that is a pretty good one, up to 6th position and looking pretty good for our money as we seem to be faster than the couple of cars in front. I think 3rd place and above have already bolted. I don't think we're going to catch them, but 5th and 4th position look pretty tasty. So then, start of lap 2 in the slipstream of the Audi in front of us. Are we going to go for a move up the inside? We look for it, trying to put a little bit of pressure on him, but no mistakes are made. A little bit of a show from the driver behind, but we get a nice run out of the corner, but no moves to be made, no space was given, so we just settle in. And that is something I actively worked on in these couple of races that I did. I was really patient and I tried to wait for an opportunity that was given by a mistake from the driver in front. I was saying in a recent live stream that it's really freaking hard to get past someone who is so inconsistent, as we see the Audi TT just barge his way past the blue Scirocco there, and that's what I'm saying about this penalty system. He is able to do that. Why is he able to barge through the Scirocco like that? And then suddenly we have the inside and the blue Scirocco decides he wants to come through and have a party. We're going to receive one tap and another tap in the back, and unfortunately the TT gets the worst of it and the blue Scirocco goes up into 4th position. Let me know what you think about that move in the comments section below. Obviously, in my opinion, I was on the inside and he completely came across. Yes, he was trying to get in the slipstream of the Audi, but you can't get in the slipstream if there's a car already there, which I was. But I'm sure a couple of you will go, well, you should have stamped on your brakes, but then that's endangering the life of that sim racer behind me, and I just can't do that. I can't endanger another life in this game. Looking up the inside on that corner, which then becomes the outside for the penultimate corner of the lap, looks like the Scirocco got a bump in the back from old Naosuke on the right there. Probably butchered his name. We get an SR, probably for looking at one of those cars differently. So rounding off lap number 2, starting lap number 3, obviously we're still in 6th position and we're very close to the 2 in front. Coming into T1 then, we do notice the inside there of the Japanese player in 7th in the TT and just managed to avoid any contact there. Remember, we are still trying to be as clean as possible, but still managing to pick up 2 orange SR down arrows. And actually at the end of this race I actually finished with a red SR, so I lost SR for this race. Just think of that. I didn't hit anyone. People hit me, and I still went down in my sportsmanship rating. That's how twisted the penalty system is in this game. But you know what? Maybe it's because I'm just a dirty driver and I deserve to have those SR downs. Sarcasm. Anyway, so we're still in 6th position, coming up to the hairpin. We're in the suck zone of the Audi TT in front. Is he going to go for a move? Yes, he does. He goes up the inside. The blue Scirocco, though, seems to turn in on him, and that's where the contact happens. So there we go. Audi up into 4th position, and what seems is the slower blue Scirocco then in front of us. Can we go about trying to pass him in the next couple of corners? I tried to stay nice and narrow on this apex to the right here, so it sets me up well for the left-hander. The Scirocco goes wide there. I let him come in. He's going to be narrow on that corner, and we're going to get the cutback, or the switchback, whatever you want to call it, into the next corner. Absolutely fantastic move, and we are up into 5th place and closing down on 4th, who I think we have the overall pace on. And we're not doing too bad. Obviously, we're in 5th position now. It's taking a little bit of time to get past these guys, but we are in 5th position. We started in 11th out of 11, so I'm pretty happy with our progress in this race. But this is where the penalty system really fucks me off. I brake early because I'm in the slipstream and I need to brake early. The Scirocco then taps me from behind, which actually sends me off the track. And you know what? I get the orange SR down arrow. Yes, I have been hit off the track, and apparently it was my fault. So no penalty for the guy who just tapped me off the track. I mean, obviously it was accidental, otherwise I would have been even further into the sandpit. But, you know, we worked really hard to stay clean all this time, only to be tapped off on the last lap. What is the point in being clean if other people drive like that? And not only that as well, but for the game to see that incident as my fault is probably the most laughable bit about it. But anyway, let's try and stay clean to the end of the race and see if we can gather any positions up, because it looks like it is a close-knit group of cars ahead. And there is the first incident. The blue Scirocco has just punted that Audi TT to Narnia, and quite rightly so, has picked up a penalty. But that would have been really quickly for that penalty to be given, so maybe he did get it from our contact. That Audi TT throwing it up the inside of old poor Mr. Japanese Kai there, which gives us the inside for this corner and the outside for the next corner, making sure we give him space there. But that is not a luxury that he gives us. He just seemed to run wide over that curb and then just slide out towards us. And there was a little bit of contact and I couldn't help but go off. I thought it was a pretty weird thing he slowed down there, and I'm pretty sure that I was expecting a punt coming right now, but he didn't. He wasn't too close, and I'm sure he wouldn't have done it anyway. But you know what? That was a good couple of laps. I felt that I was really clean and I made an active effort to be clean. Could we have got 4th? Yeah, probably. Did I punt him back in revenge? No, I didn't. I've learned. Thank you for your kind comments. I can feel them already. Nah, who am I kidding? Kind comments on the internet, that's never a thing. But let me just attract your focus to this. You are never going to be able to look at this screen again. Look at the size of the pit crew's stomach. Look at this dude. Look at that gut, dude. What have you been eating? This is no way for a pit crew to behave. Look at that stomach. You are never going to be able to look at that screen in the same way ever again. You're welcome. But anyway, a super quick second race here. You're just going to see the worst turn 1 you've ever seen in your lives. We're just sitting at the back, nice and chilled, and watching the chaos happen. People just don't know how to brake. I don't understand what goes through their heads. We've just gone from 12th to 5th on turn 1 because people don't understand that you have to brake a little bit sooner, as we actually receive another tap in the back from the green Scirocco there. Yeah, thanks for tapping me wide and giving me my place back, jerk. And that is a little lesson for all the racers out there. If you do end up tapping into a player and shifting them out the way and you go past them, just let off the accelerator and give them their position back. Even if it's in an FIA race, you know, you saw I did it the other week. It was the last FIA race with the Mazda for the season, and I made a bad move and I gave the position back. Just do the right thing. I know you're capable of doing it. But anyway, the green guy's not finished with us yet. He just turns into us, I guess. I guess we're invisible to him, and he makes contact. We go past 4th and 3rd, who have picked up penalties on the first couple of corners, and that's it. We're into 3rd position. And that is it. That is how it's going to end. Literally nothing happened in the rest of that race. I just stayed clean. I made no mistakes. And that was that. 3rd position. Up 9 positions on the first lap. And look at that. 10 clean races in a row. Yeah, I'm the dirty driver. 10 clean races in a row. Yes, thank you, trolls. I am the dirtiest driver you've ever seen, obviously. But anyway, that is going to be it for this one. I hope the clean races appeal to you and you enjoyed the video just the same as the dirty ones. But thank you for watching, liking and subscribing. Thank you to the channel members for doing your thing. And we'll see you in the next one.